Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you know about me is in the description below. It's going to be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take the resonance and the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just check out the description below. And I'd be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for liking, sharing, supporting the channel. All contributions are highly appreciated and all are welcome here. Okay? Remember that tarot is a tool. It's not the final rule. If I haven't said that, okay. Have an empty cup when you're on this channel. You really want to see what's up. All right. What is the collective need to know for their highest good? For their highest good. What's important? What's valuable for the collective right now? With all that's going on in the world, what's the most valuable? Okay. Thank you. First card that we have here, collective, is the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm picking up on energy of someone could be coming towards you, collective, maybe wanting to make an offer to you. Someone could be taking interest into you. Maybe they find you attractive. Maybe they think you are smart. They feel that you are worth the investment, Spirit is saying, okay? So this could be romantically, okay? This could be someone who's either seeking something romantically, or maybe it may start off as a friendship, okay? Someone to socialize with, interact with, hang out, go places with, hey, you want to go catch a movie, let's go get drinks, dinner, that kind of thing, okay? Now, so someone is interested in you, they're attracted to you, male or female, okay? All right, and now I'm also hearing whether you are in a relationship or not, so this could be for people who are single, but also if you are, wow, that's for somebody. Maybe you are in a relationship and maybe someone feels you're not happy. Maybe they feel that, they can make you happier, okay? Because I just clearly heard whether they are in a relationship or not. Someone is very attracted to you and interested in getting to know you. And when I say getting to know you, it's not just in a quickie way, a sexual way. But they really would like to know who you are. What are your interests? What do you like? What do you do for fun? Yeah, they're very interested. Okay. Okay, now I'm hearing you deserve the best. You deserve the best. So this person is feeling like they can change your world, collective. They're feeling like they can change your world. Okay. And so that's why I just heard whether they are in a relationship or not. So this could be someone that you know, or who doesn't know you, who could be watching you from a distance. And maybe they are, I don't know, maybe you have a friend in common. Okay, this could also be someone who's connected to a friend or an associate of yours. Maybe you confide in this friend about your current relationship or someone you're dating, and maybe you've expressed that you're not happy, because that's what this energy feels like. And they're like, look, I can change your world. Confirmation, I could change your world. Because they clearly said whether they're in a relationship or not, I'm interested. Okay. This person is very enthusiastic about getting to know you. I'm not picking up on any weird energy. They're just very attracted to you. Okay. They find you to be very handsome or beautiful. You're something like a mystic, and you're very intriguing. Okay, they also see you with the high priestess here, someone who is well balanced as well. As you see, 1 foot in and 1 foot outside of the crescent there. They see you as someone very balanced. Okay, you come off, even though they don't know you personally, you come off as someone that really has their ish together. They admire this about you, collective. Okay, this person could have a reputation of maybe dating people who didn't have their life in order, or people who didn't know how to prioritize. But when they look at you, honey, you are the one, and their mind is made up, with the 2 of Wands here. They are not an indecision. He's holding that globe there and he's like, I got my eye on you. I know what I want and I'm coming to get it, male or female. Okay. All right. Maybe this person has heard of you, collective, going through something. As I just said, you could have a friend that you confide in. This is for someone, not everyone. How you have people you trust in or you think you can trust in. You could have a friend in common. with this person who is crushing on you, who's attracted to you, and you're unaware of who they are. But you have conversations and you think you can trust people. It looks like there's something that you told someone who you thought you could trust, and they passed the conversation along to someone else. And that's why this person is feeling like they can be your hero. They want to change your world. That's why they said whether they are in a relationship or not. And so that's for some of you, not all of you. Someone you have confided in, who you thought you can trust, is someone who you can't trust. And Spirit is saying, moving forward, you're better off getting you a journal, okay? Because Spirit is saying, you know who this person is while you're listening to this. This person has took this conversation and passed it along, and now this person is interested in you. They don't know you, but they know of you. Okay. Okay, okay. The next card we have here is the Four of Cups. They feel like you are wasting your time if you don't give them a chance. Okay, they are speaking loud and clear in this read. Okay, they're like, if you don't get with me, the rest of them are zeros. They're saying, baby, I'm your hero. Okay, so they want you to give them a chance. Okay, and so this cup standing out here in this read represents them making an offer to you, coming towards you. This is me. Confirmation again. This is me. This is who I am. Would you like to give it a shot? Are you interested in getting to know each other a little better? Yeah. Yeah, this person is, they're very passionate about getting to know you, okay? The next card we have here is the Hanged Man. And so this is your energy here. So this could be something you have experienced, collective, maybe in your current relationship or in your current life, because you could be in a relationship or you could be single, just dating, and maybe the people you have dated has you in in the energy of wanting to go within, of wanting to pause for the cause, maybe you're like, look, I've been out on dates, they're nice looking, they have their own, they're independent, but when y'all get to know them, there's something just not right. I hear somebody saying it's something just not right. So maybe you've been at a pause or a standstill. That's for some of you, not all of you, because of trying to get to know people and going out on dates repetitively. You're just not able to find anyone who can match your fly. You're just not able to find someone with like-minded energy. Okay, and as you have grown and as you move forward, your desires when it comes to commitment and what you want out of life. If you're really mature and you're blossoming, we have different opinions, first of all, of what success and happiness and love is. But moving forward in life, you want something serious. The game plan is over with. We all know about making the bedroom steamy and having a fleeting moment and having that euphoria experience. But it's more to life than just the physical, And as you move forward, and especially if you're doing the work of progress, you will come to that understanding. And I'm picking up collective. You are someone who has come to the understanding that there is more to life than just being physical, than just always, meeting up to beat up and eat up or going to the bedroom, getting to know someone, having someone whom you can laugh with, having someone you can spend time with, you don't want to be in a relationship where, maybe there's a lockdown or, a pandemic and you're, on social media or making memes, being angry because you had to spend time with your spouse. I just had to throw that in there. And so you're looking for a connection that is serious and something that you can have for the long haul, someone you can build with, create with, whether you choose to have children or not. That's what I'm picking up. It's more than just being physical. We already know you're gonna do the bedroom stuff, the grown up thing. But there's more to life, and there's other aspects of a person. There's so many depths of who we are, as human beings here on planet Earth. And I'm picking up that you have matured so much because you've worked so hard with the Eight of Pentacles, and you're ready to experience more, something serious, but you're having a hard time finding someone whom share like-minded interests. The people you're coming across, yes, they're independent. Yes, they have their own car. Yes, they have their own money. Yes, they have their own home. But, when it comes to interest, holding a conversation, the little things in between, I can go on and on. You're looking for someone that has that special je ne sais quoi that you possess, collective. that je ne sais quoi, that mysticism, that wants to know more, that wants to grow. I'm also picking up that you're not someone who believes, that it's too late, and like it's never too late. Your energy is it's never too late to live your life. You're very hopeful, you're very ambitious, and you desire to be around people of the same interest, especially when it comes to your love life, because that's someone you're going to be intimate with. You want someone, who sees that, hey, we are already the Nine of Cups. Now, what else do we need to do to get this 10? You know, that kind of focus. There are, the simple fact is we all are adults and we have free will to do what we want. We're given the same amount of time in a day, but there are so many people, shucking and jiving and bulling with the energy, with the time that they have here on the planet Earth. And you know who you are. You know who you are. You know what your divine purpose is. And as you are growing and you are maturing, it's becoming sometimes confusing for you because you're saying, I'm doing the work, but what is it? Why is it that I'm meeting these duds? Why am I meeting these people who aren't talking about anything but the same old thing? Do they know it's more to life than just blah, 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 fill in the blanks wherever you want to, collective? Do they know that there's more to life than just blah, 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 blah? It seems like everyone is one way minded. How can I say this? It seems like the people you are meeting are their train of thinking. Is one way. You're someone who possibly also believes in unorthodox. Beliefs. Maybe you could be into spirituality. Maybe you could have a spiritual practice. Okay, so you're very ambitious. You're a go getter. You're very confident, and you're just looking for people who are on your vibration, and there's nothing wrong with that. And not only in love life, in friendships as well. As I see the Ten of Cups here, this also represents family. So you could also be someone who've had to isolate and cut a lot of people out of your life because you're at your place of peace right now. And if you can't match your peace, ooh, wait a minute now. I hear somebody saying, if you can't match my peace, then you can't have me. Okay, none of me. Okay. And so those who know, when you find your place of peace, it's very valuable. It's more valuable than money. It's more valuable than monetary pursuit. Your peace is your health, and your health is your wealth. And you want to make sure as well that you combine or, connect with people who can match your energy of maintaining your peace as well. I'm picking up you're in this place of happiness and balance in your life, and you're not allowing anyone to ruin it. With the 10 and the high priestess here, you're not allowing anyone to interrupt, this tranquility that you have. This harmony, this gratitude. You have a strong appreciation and gratitude for life. You've been through a lot, whoever you are, male or female, but you've overcame a lot, And what I know, I was going to say what I like to say, but no, 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 no. What I know is those who you hear of, collective, who have been through a lot, people personally, this could be anyone who's been through a lot of negative things, a lot of bad things, and you witness, you see, or you hear about them overcoming them, that means that they are going to go further. Those things, those situations are only preparation for the blessing. Okay, and lessons to be learned. And that's why we're closing out with the beautiful Queen of Cups, because see, this is your destined energy. If you're not in this energy now, collective, this is where you belong. This also represents who you are. You can have Libra in placement heavy in your chart. Like I said, very well balanced. You know who you are. You're very confident. You're not arrogant. You're not haughty, but you're not allowing people to waste your time. You're not someone who's allowing themselves to be treated like an evolving door. That break up, make up, and ooh, we been together for a long time. We was together, we was off, and then we was on. Look, honey, that's nothing to brag about. Folks just don't know. When you off and then you on and then you off and then you on again, something is wrong. It means you have not learned the karmic lesson. You never treat yourself like an evolving door, whether you are married or dating or not. Everyone is not put here to stay in your life and to be with you forever. We all know we have an exit day where we will perish from planet Earth. But you're someone, you're well established in who you are. And you don't want anyone ruining the peace that you have obtained because you have worked for this. And I'm also picking up collective. Spirit is saying me to say to you um, that the people you have left behind, even though they may not say it to you, you may not never ever hear it in your life, they see you. They know what you've been through and they see you. You do not need anyone to verbally applaud you or give you confirmation that you're on the right path. You know that you're on the right path. And Spirit is saying for you to keep going, whomever you are. And when you're working towards progress, you're going to have to cut people off and sever those ties permanently, whether they're family, friends, relationships. It can be a parental figure, it can be your siblings. Sometimes you have to cut them off, especially if it's a toxic family, a family that's very dark, very nefarious, a family whom I'm picking up that, you've probably experienced from your childhood throughout adulthood, a lot of hardships, a lot of mistreatment that I'm not going to go into detail on, but put it to your imagination. You've been through just about all of it. And the people you've separated from, they know why they are cut off. They may pretend and try to reattach themselves to you, but collective, they're well aware of why you don't deal with them anymore. And many are jealous of you. They envy you because you are not where you used to be. You are not where you used to be. And I said that was the last card, and I'm going to pull some more cards on this. You may not be where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. And there are people who are angry and they're jealous of this because they always thought that you would be the person who would stay where you were when they last saw you. Maybe you were down, maybe you were homeless, maybe you were unemployed, maybe you were just sad, okay? But whatever it is, you've turned over a new leaf, You're no longer in that bondage with that Eight of Swords, very independent, very confident. You have a spiritual connection. That's why this high priestess is here. The high priestess does not come out for someone who is a non-believer. You trust and know that there is a higher power working for you at all times. And it's in your walk, it's in your talk. You're very different. And I'm also picking up that there are people who fear you, who are afraid of you. They're afraid of you, collective, but they're afraid of you because you're not who you used to be. See, when you were in this energy of Eight of Swords, this is when people were able to control you. This is the energy when people were able to take advantage of you. This is the energy when people were able to lie to you, manipulate you, steal from you. And now, since you've made so many beautiful changes with the World card out here, and the High Priestess, and you got the Ten of Pentacles out here, honey, they know darn well they don't know how to approach you. Those people you no longer deal with, the only thing they know about you is the past. And each and every day we are changing as people individually. And so they don't know you at all. This new you, they don't know you. They don't know how to approach you. And they are afraid of you. And as I said earlier, you could be someone who has a spiritual practice, You could do tarot. You could do divination. You may sell items online. There's a lot of things you could do, okay? I'm also picking up someone as a book writer. You're working on your second book. Congratulations. Okay. So you could also be the first in the family to take up a particular skill or trade or hobby. Okay. And this is intimidating to people. You put fear into people. It's like it's like you're awakened and they don't like it. It's like, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. So, what people see as a horror story to them, your ancestors in the Most High is applauding you and very proud of you. Because you're now in the energy where you would take no less than the best. This is the Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. Balance, 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 balance all throughout this reading. Okay, someone has heavy Libra placement, okay? All right, any placement in your chart, okay? Or just take it as it resonates, okay? So keep going. You're doing wonderful, but you have someone who's very interested in you, very attracted to you, and they would like for you to give them a chance if you're interested. Okay, this isn't someone who's like stalking or wants to force themselves. If you're willing to give them a chance if you are interested. You're no longer in the Nine of Swords. Okay, we had the eight hands in the nine at first. Okay, so you're no longer. This is old energy. You're no longer there, and people don't like that. People don't like to see you doing well. As much as people be pump faking, talking about what they want to see somebody do, folks be lying collective. I'm gonna tell you, there ain't nobody else gonna tell you. People cannot stand to see anybody working on progress. People cannot stand it. They cannot stand it. There are a few. There are a few in your life you may come across who wholeheartedly will be, supportive. When I say supportive, I ain't talking about a like or a share of a video. I'm talking about honestly, wholeheartedly, 10 toes down, be happy for you in their hearts. Someone who's not, projecting negative energy towards you, speaking slander against your character, your name, angry because they don't have access to you. People do not like to see you do well, but you're doing so wonderful. You have new energy when it comes to love life, as I just said, as well as friendship and connection. So it looks like Source is, strategically in spaces and places, things are being moved to assist you as long as you stay focused on yourself and keep pouring into yourself. What else collective needs to know? Things are being arranged in spaces and places, so that you'll be able to live out your destiny, okay, and fulfill your mission. The Spirit is saying once again, do not stop. Okay, that's the third time they had me tell you that. Keep going. Do not be discouraged. Take a break when you need to. Rest, rejuvenate, and get back to it. Okay. And the next card we have here is the Six of Swords. You're moving on to calmer waters, or you're already there. You're either working on this or you're already there. No more stress, no more anxiety, no more feeling bonded. This is over. You're leaving this behind. You're leaving that behind. And you're here. You're here now. This is you. Okay? This is the new you. Okay? And that's sad. There are people who miss the old you because they want to control you. They have nefarious intentions. And I'm picking up, this is family, friends, ex-lovers, siblings, cousins. This could be parental figures, mother, fathers, aunties, uncles, just haters, because, when people witness someone change or work towards progress, it reflects back to them, even if they don't know the person. And that's where jealousy and envy comes from. When someone is working on progress and there's a witness, someone to bear witness to the enlightenment or the progress, it reflects back to that person. And we're supposed to be inspired and encouraged when we see someone doing great. We're not supposed to be envious. We're not supposed to be jealous. We're not supposed to project, but we're supposed to witness it. So we'll be inspired to go and work on ourselves, to go and find what makes us happy, not imitate or duplicate each other's life, but go find what works for you, and move on. Take each experience as a lesson, because we're here to learn. That's all it is. No matter what you've been through, good, bad, happy, sad, losing a loved one, being homeless, being jobless, I don't care what it is. You got we got a butter bread in the refrigerator and one piece of cheese, whatever you're going through, feeling insecure, whatever it is, something with somebody's health. It could be anything. They are all lessons for us to learn, grow through, find the light in these situations and push forward. That's what it is. That's what it is. And so when you go through one experience and it was hard or tumultuous for you, if I pronounce it right, I always jack up that word, no matter how hard or devastating it was for you, you overcome that, and then you move on to another experience and you move on to another. You're not supposed to hold on and harness it and say, oh no, I'm going to stop living and not love myself. No, you're going to pick up the pieces, dust your shoulders off, lace up your Nikes and keep walking and keep living and keep loving. Life is for the living. You don't give up, you keep going, and that's what you are doing. Because I'm picking up, like I said, you're from a family that I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. You're from a family where there are no positive stories to tell. This is the read. You're from a family where there are no positive stories to tell. And especially from your childhood. And if you do have anything positive to say about your upbringing or your experience, it's not about your family. It's probably about someone outside of your family, a friend, someone not even related to you, an experience you had with them that you enjoyed, that you were grateful for. But this is the message. This is the message. And so, no, I'm not sorry for saying that, because, this is part of my gift. This is part of my path. And I'm here to deliver a message because somebody needs to hear it. It doesn't matter how many likes or shares I get. Somebody needs to hear this message. And whether they hear it today or whether they hear it next week, somebody needs to hear this message so that they'll receive the confirmation that the transformation that they are going through, they are establishing themselves, and therefore they need to keep moving. And don't give up, no matter what it looks like. There'll always be something that you may not like. There'll always be something big or small, doesn't matter what it is, that you may feel you have to battle with. But trust and know that you are not alone, and you are loved, whoever you are. And you have a lot of new things, people, places, and things, and opportunity that is strategically being placed in your path. You could know this. You could have dreams about this. You could be someone who's into manifestation. You could be someone who loves doing vision boards, very upbeat, charismatic personality, beautiful smile, male or female. And you're no longer the giver, the overgiver. You're no longer the one who allows people to treat them like they're a doormat. You're no longer allowing people to take advantage of you. You're standing up for yourself. They really thought you were down for the count. And you're very well balanced. I have the king and the queen of swords in front of me. This represents you being balanced within who you are. Because both yin and yang, male and female, exist in all humans. Okay? This represents you having balance and standing your ground, not forgetting who you are. You're just not allowing anyone who doesn't have the right intentions regarding your well-being. If it's not conducive to your well-being, especially, you may be a parent, you may not be a parent. If you have children, it's very important. It's very critical, especially when you are making changes in your life and you're working towards progress, to be mindful of who you allow in your life. When you're dating, period. When you're dating, when you're not dating, whether it's family, whatever, it's very important. You don't allow everyone to have access to you. For the men also, this isn't just for women, for the men also. You don't always have to be turned up and turned on all the time. It's a good time to be still when they're moving, and when they're moving, then you can be still. That part. Is there anything else collective needs to know about this read? This beautiful progress they're making, this new love, new friendship coming their way, and these haters they left behind. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, look at the cards are just talking. These cards are just talking. They always do. They always do. This is over with. Allow no one to persuade you or coerce you into re-engaging with them. Anyone of your past, anyone you've chosen to disconnect from, do not allow people to sway you. People will try to maybe send children your way, or it's so-and-so birthday, and all. Just, you cannot. Spirit is saying, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. This is over with. This is done. This is the Three of Swords. We know what this is. This is heartache. This is betrayal. This is pain. You've been there and done all that. And it gave you the sleepless nights, when you experience these things. You've already had the sleepless nights. You've done this already. So, allowing these people back into your life, you've been through the bondage, feeling like you're stuck because someone broke your heart and maybe it damaged your self-esteem or your self-worth. You've been there. You've done that. That's the past, and we're not trying to get it back. We're moving on from it. You've lost sleep, stand up late at night, you've been there, done that, wondering how you're going to pay this or pay that, or where's your spouse? And, they said they was coming 10 minutes ago, and you've done all that. You've also, with the Knight of Wands, you've also tried to save and help some people that didn't want to be saved. You spend a lot of your time because you have such a big heart, and it's okay, because that's the learning stage. We're here to learn every experience. So there's no need to kick yourself or be down on yourself. It's a school. We're here to learn. You take a class, pass it, and move on. So you've helped a lot of people. You've been a hero to a lot of people. Now you are choosing to be a hero to yourself. And that's why you will be able to find someone to match that energy. It will happen at the right time. Don't be in a rush. Don't look for it. Continue being you. Continue focusing on you, pouring into yourself, keeping your mind positive, only allowing yourself to be around people, places, and things that uplift you. I'm going to repeat that. Only allowing yourself, you allowing yourself to be around people, places, and things that uplift you. Not people who like to be sarcastic, throw shots, not people who want to, roll their eyes at you, or, because maybe you went and got a new outfit, or, that kind of thing, You have to be strong. You have to be strong. And you have to learn how to love your alone time. That is not a time of depression. That does not mean you're bored or no one cares about you. That's your time to recuperate, regenerate, and recalibrate your energy and fine tune your spiritual connection with source on those days and the time that you are alone. And I don't care if it's a day, a week, a month, 2 months, a year, 3 years. Spirit is saying, get accustomed to loving being by yourself, not because you're going to be by yourself. What Spirit is saying is that is a powerful time for you, and they want you to acknowledge it. We are taught the reciprocal, in life. And that's why when it comes to self-awareness, there's so much unlearning that has to be done, and many, are called, but very few will answer the call because they don't want to allow the process of the unlearning to begin. The journey is continuous. There is no ending point. The healing is continuous. There is no ending point. You will continue learning about yourself, growing, figuring out what you like, what you don't like, what you want, what you don't want, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And as you grow, there's going to be many things you're going to want to change. You're going to want to alter because you're learning about you, your true self, your true nature. Living in your purpose, walking in your purpose. And the more you grow and the more you move forward, all the little petty stuff will begin to mean nothing. You will realize how minute it is. Gossip, he say, she say, what they thinking about you, who gossiping about, all that is nothing. It's infantile behavior. It holds no weight. It doesn't pay a bill. It does nothing. It's time to be where you are celebrated and not tolerated. Maybe in your past, maybe you would have people who would invite you places just to maybe start ish with you, or just to, be rude or just be cruel, knowing they don't want you there. But it was funny. It was a key to the group, to the clique. You know what? Call the collective. I don't really want them coming, but let's call them. And you show up, you in a good mood. They ask you to bring something. You bring what they ask, and they still got a problem. There are people who will make up ish and will find a problem. They will make up some ish to find a problem with you. And that's because they're unhappy within themselves. It's so many broken, miserable people out here, collective. And I'm not just saying it to throw no shots. No, this is the message. Spirit is saying, let them know there are so many broken people out here who are refusing to do the work, unhealed. And they're walking around inflicting their energy onto other people. Energy is not destroyed. It just transfers from one person, place, a thing to a next. As easy as someone touching your shoulder, giving you a hand play. What up, dog? And just like I just laughed, they come with that too, the biggest smile. Or it could be people around you who you may see with a lot of materialism. That means nothing. That don't mean that they're happy because you see a person with a lot of material things. That means they have more obligations than you. A lot of things to be concerned with because you have to maintain it to enjoy it. It's so many broken people, and it's not for you to have a pity party. It's for you to do the work on yourself and stay focused on you. And don't allow those who are miserable to interrupt or intercept you walking in your purpose. These people from your past, they have had their turn with you. Doesn't matter who they are with the Five of Wands. They have had their turn. This is conflict. This is conflict. They've had their turn of having spats and arguments and spreading gossip and lying on you and all this foolishness. It's a bunch of foolishness as I hold that Five of Wands. Let me put that down. Stay on your throne. You have earned this rite of passage. Continue to hold the light and keep your confidence. Let no one trick you into anything else or thinking anything else. Only vibe with your tribe. Don't accept invites everywhere. Be careful. That's for somebody. Don't accept invites everywhere, collective. Don't accept invites everywhere. We're closing out with the Ace of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles is representing you taking the pathway. As you see this gateway here, this portal here, you staying on the path, walking the path, 10 toes down wholeheartedly, not turning back, not having survivor's remorse or feeling guilty or having regrets. Because as I said earlier, I'm picking up on someone who has no positive memories, like none. And the ones you do have is not from family, it's from like outsiders or someone, maybe you were visiting at their house and they're not related to you and you just had a great time. There's nothing positive. But whomever you are, keep moving forward. Go ahead and go through this doorway, through this opening here, and receive what's rightfully yours. You've earned the rite of passage to be here. No one gets to the throne from doing nothing. You've done the work. You are qualified. You are qualified. And those who are sincerely qualified for anything in life are not the ones who do what's trendy. It's always the one who is different, unique, and the one who is, brave enough and confident enough to travel the path, to choose the path less traveled, excuse me. It's not the one who who looks like the coolest one, the one with the coolest gym shoes on, or who got the fancy car. It's not that person. It's you were hidden. Collective Spirit saying you were hidden for many years. Because what these people don't know, whom have crossed you, hurt you, or projected any negative energy on you in your life, from your childhood, throughout your teenage life, maybe currently also. Maybe you're just now wrapping up things and starting to separate from these people. You were also a catalyst. They were a catalyst for you to pass some tests and overcome and blossom into who you are, and vice versa. They don't know this and they're shocked because they thought it would be one way forever. Maybe you were someone who had a drinking problem, someone who drank heavily, and maybe they thought, oh, they're going to be forever in the bottle. Maybe you no longer drink anymore. They can't believe that. And it's changed your life. I'm using that for an example. Maybe you're someone who had a gambling addiction and people always knew this about you. And people thought you'll never stop gambling. Oh, every time the collective, maybe you don't do that no more. And it's changed your life. Maybe you were someone overweight and you started going to the gym and losing weight, and it's changed your life. I'm using these as examples. Maybe you were someone who was just quiet and let people say anything to you, and now you open your mouth and they can't stand what's coming out because it's the truth and it stirs up their demons, and it's now changing their life. Later.